let's get to the statue thing. So in Portland, Oregon, a city I know pretty well, I worked there at Channel 2, which was an ABC affiliate at the time I was anchoring the news there. Beautiful town, Portland. The Japanese gardens in Portland, about the best I've ever seen in the USA. And it's just a nice, mellow town. All right, I enjoyed my time there. But it's radical left. It's controlled by really, really far left people in Multnomah County. Now, the rest of Oregon, outside of Salem and Eugene, is kind of conservative. But because the population base is around Portland and Multnomah County, it always votes left. Now, the city itself is collapsed, Portland. If you go down to Pioneer Square, there are heroin addicts all over the place, panhandlers all over the place, homeless everywhere, collapsed. Quality of life downtown Portland, no. And the radical element is very active. So there is a German-American society in Portland, and it has had a statue of President Washington outside its headquarters for 93 years. 93 years. Okay, on Thursday evening, June 18th, that statue is vandalized and torn down by far left crazy people. There it goes, okay? Now, where are the cops? Portland Police Bureau doesn't show up, all right? Doesn't do anything, lets it happen. No arrests have been made. I don't even think anybody's looking for the people who did that. My opinion, I could be wrong. But I know the Portland Police Bureau, and I know they're under orders, not the cops themselves, but they're under, that's just the way it is. We don't like George anyway. Okay, so that's George Washington. Then in New York City, outside the Museum of Natural History, which I used to like, but I will never go there again, the statue of Teddy Roosevelt. All right? Now, this is going to be taken down. He's standing next to a Native American on one side and an African American on the other side. De Blasio, the Marxist mayor of New York City, says this is an offensive statue and denigrates Native Americans and Black Americans. I've seen that statue 100 times. I don't see any denigration there at all. None. Teddy Roosevelt was not a racist. I could prove that 15 different ways. Why is that statue being removed? Because the far left kooks want it to be removed. And it will be. All bow. All kneel to the far left. Then in San Francisco, which is beyond description at this point, and I just read an article where rents in San Francisco have dropped 10% in 2 months. Rents will drop 50% in San Francisco. Property values will drop 30 to 40%. Any decent person wants out because that city is totally out of control. You know what statue they destroyed there? U.S. Grant. General Grant, who defeated the Confederacy and slavery. Why? Because according to the loons, Grant was a slave owner, but he really wasn't. He married a woman, Julia Dent, who did own a slave, and then they set the slave free. So Grant comes down? Now why? Why is all this happening? And Black Lives Matter is behind this. Why? Here you go. If you can persuade the American people that the Constitution of the United States was forged by white supremacists, and that the government of the United States, from the time it was born to now, has been run by white supremacists. If you can do that, you can throw out the Constitution and get a new one. So, this is a long-term campaign. Start with the schools. Woke the teachers. All of our patriots and founding fathers were white supremacists. And therefore, that Constitution, along with the Bill of Rights and the Declaration of Independence, throw that out. It was a fraud so that whites could exploit blacks. That is what is in play. It's taken root. In the New York Times, they buy into that 100%.
Bill O'Reilly is back on TV and only on The First. No Spin News, every weeknight at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on The First.